Hello there, lovely people. Good afternoon from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Approaching towards evening here. In 1 hour, it will be like a bit dark. It's hot and humid in Bangladesh, and I'm still not 100%, but I've been doing 2 days back-to-back videos from towards that angle, not appearing on the camera, but I feel a little bit better, but my energy level is still not 100%. Hopefully you're doing good. Stay careful and take care of your health, because health is wealth. Okay, so today I want to discuss few things. This is a not morning thought, this is an afternoon thought session, so I'll discuss few things randomly. Okay, first of all, my health update is it's that little bit sore throat, sometimes mild fever, but it was, I think, perhaps the extreme heat outside and the house is kind of like AC, so hot and cold weather, sometimes a bit too much. So that's that. So I'm trying to take care of it, but I do have health issues. One thing. Second thing is, I would like to clear out something. This is not a very big thing that I let it bother me, but it does bother me at times. So as you guys know, fragrance community, there are a lot of reviewers who have fan following, excellent fan following. They have very kind people commenting on them, following them, giving them a like, making the channels what they are today. All the credit belongs to not just the reviewer, also the viewer. There has to be like a feedback or a communication between two parties. What makes a channel great is that viewers. If there's no viewer, the channel won't grow, right? So in that way, the lifeline of a channel is the supporters, or real supporters, real genuine supporters, viewers who are watching your content, leaving a comment, giving a like. Those are the things that keep a channel going. But there's not always like bed of roses. At times it happens. There are a lot of trolls, which is very normal. Everywhere you'll see people have trolls. They make fun of, because you'll get criticism for your work. Even if you're the most perfect person, you'll get, okay. But there's one thing called criticism, and the other thing is called trolling. Keyboard warriors there, and they just like absolutely bash anybody, make fun of all the great, let's say, keep it to the fragrance reviewer community. They make fun of great reviewers like Mark, Rob08, Steven, Max40, those other ones. And it's most of the reviewers like overlook it. They don't really care, because to them the work is important. I try to do the same. But recent times I notice, they use your photo, let's say your cover photo on YouTube, and they steal your name, pretend that, maybe just trying to troll or trying to harm your image, whatever. Either way, just want to clarify two things. Okay, if you watch me, take note, please. One thing is, there was a rumor they did, I don't know what spam was that, who did it. I thought, it was a joke at first. Then I'm like, it's not funny. Someone spread the rumor that Amin's collection got robbed or stolen from the house, and he's not okay. Another time, recent times, Dan Norton's, he has invited many times in live, but I couldn't manage because of time difference. I was not well. Someday I will appear. I never even appeared from my own channel live, because I'm not really very comfy with it. I have to get used to the idea. But there I noticed that someone commented, Amin wrote, and then Dan Norton also sort of like featured that comment. Two comments. One is, hey, invite me in your live stream. I was not on the live session at the time. I was sleeping. Another time he writes like not even my type of language or my type of tone. He say, hey, you spam something, you spam creator or something, invite me in, like kind of like a bit rude comment. So those who know me, sometimes go and check who's commenting if there's a way. But I usually am not that person. Okay, so there are fake profiles people create using my name and trying to be rude, just to, I think, possibly, they do it with Max40, Rob08, everybody. But if you do not know, this is very bad for the image at times for some reviewers, because other people are, big fan of you, and they see like, oh, he talks like that, not a nice guy, and then they unsubscribe from you. So it harms your channel. So if you see me from this channel, if I don't say anything, and if you see a comment random somewhere, please do check if it's really me, and do not believe everything like, in a spark, and then someone will just write something. It's a bit serious. That's what I'm saying, because I am very serious about my work. I do not go other places. I do not go other communities or groups. I stick to my work. I do my collection. I do reviews. I think some people cannot accept the idea that this guy is going to be sitting in an Asian country, collecting perfumes, and then trying to act like all cool, reviewing, getting love and support. People are believing in him. So some people go into the comments and say, hey, he's not a user. He's just a Decant seller. So the thing is like, it's basically coming from jealousy, and those people who are doing it, they know they're very petty, they don't have a collection, and I will just say it. If it hurts them, good. But some people are just jealous. They just like hate everything in the world. They do not like even themselves, I believe. They look at the mirror and go like, oh, what an off-putting image, you know. So I guess, you know, some people don't like you, obviously. Some channels don't like you because they are not getting that kind of coverage. They are not willing to work that much. They have other things to do. But when someone does it, it bothers them. So please, my humble request, if you're a viewer, I'm just making it clear, I'm not the person who write rude comments or racist comments or something offensive to my fellow YouTube reviewers. If I say something criticizing, I will do it with full respect and I'll say it here. Okay, so that's one thing. And moving on to the next topic I want to talk about, this is fragrance related topic. Let's keep it fragrance related. I was thinking about this morning. A lot of reviewers nowadays promote go heavy spray, you know, like some reviewers will say bathe in a fragrance, like regardless of the perfume's concentration, EDT, EDP, long lasting or moderate, go heavy, you know, spray from head to toe, right? And some people just don't take it seriously, like, excuse me, yeah, sorry, a little bit gas. So the basically it's I'm not the criminal, you know. There you go, the criminal is Coke. So for me, I at first, you know, most people say, when people say go heavy on the spray, people just say, hey, you animal, you know. Who would do that? Why would do the other people? But I think there is justification for certain particular areas where that is justified. If let's say a fragrance, just random, Versace Purum, you spray twice and you go out, what is going to happen? Within 1 hour or so, you will not smell your perfume. Nobody will, right? So based on that aquatic, if you let's say went instead 10, 15 sprays, yes, your bottle will finish quicker, okay? But that is the whole purpose, right? Using a fragrance, at the same time, use it, not abuse it, but use it enough. There's a fine line between the two. Use it enough. Don't be a stingy person, like spray once, very small one, and then you expect it to project and you get so disappointed, hey, my fragrance didn't project. You didn't put enough, right? But also do not go like 40, 50 sprays. That is just insane. But what's going to happen if you actually go 10, 15 sprays? Yes, it's a bit much, but you will actually smell it longer. It will project longer. It will be having more presence. And when you wear it, you finish a bottle, you know, and then if you like it so much, you get a backup bottle. Let's say Prada L'Homme is a fragrance I keep buying, just example. And the thing is, I know the fragrance, what to expect. I know it from A to Z. If someone asks me, I know what Prada L'Homme does and what kind of weather it suits, what kind of office work or gym or dating, I can tell you very quickly. But a person, imagine, bought Prada L'Homme, had 100 ml. Within 2 years, he just used like 5 ml of it because he has a huge collection, never uses it. What's the point of using a fragrance, okay? Fragrances are not shelf pieces or furniture, right? If you don't use it, they become bad, they go bad, or it's just like you didn't utilize it enough. So my reasoning with heavy sprays, yes, I definitely, if you go outdoors, especially not in indoors, outdoors go a little bit heavy, okay? That's the moment your fragrance will project and last longer. It will definitely give you an idea if you should be finishing the bottle and get another one, or you're just like happy with the memories. Fragrances are about memories. So go heavy on the spray, but make sure the oud and rose, outside or indoors, you know, you enjoy it, great. You are a great person. You love it. You have so much taste that I don't have. Oud, saffron, incense, rose. But then imagine something like of a Taif rose. Beautiful note. I love how holy that rose note is. But you went with Taif rose with oud combination and you went like 18 sprays and you went somewhere, people are around, children are around, and your fragrance definitely is something just being enjoyed by you, no one else. That, my friends, you know, is a little bit off-putting, but no judgment. If you enjoy what you can, but don't disturb others. That's my only thing. If someone says your fragrance is bothering me, respect that person's boundaries, okay? If at workplace, don't wear oud. No, please. I mean, especially, let's say something like Kalemat Black, wearable ouds, fine. But skanky, stinky oud, like something like Cambodian oud, you know, it's nice one, but Indonesian oud, Malaysian oud, or Sileti oud, these are very animalic at times, right? So when you overspray those stuff, it's off-putting. So keep that in mind a little bit. What other topic? I want to discuss one more topic, perhaps. What is the topic? I really thought about this early morning. Fragrances. Okay, yes, fragrances. How much time you should give to a fragrance? Okay, and how do you select? You like it or don't like it? there is no clear maths or clear science behind it, like, oh, I used it, I bought it, I didn't like it based on the top notes or dry down. So there are many things to do about think about a perfume. Like, it's a complete process. When you want to buy a perfume, if you have interest, do some research on it. This is my humble request to all of you. Without research, if you buy a perfume, like, you have the money, okay, let's say you have the money, and you're kind of the person that you have high expectation from everything, and yeah, I was thinking about this topic, expectations from a fragrance. Why is such a bad thing? It's not a bad thing. It's like it's a thing that is not good. Okay, that's the same thing as bad. But when you have high expectation from a fragrance, it's highly likely it will disappoint you, and sometimes it will overtake your expectations, which will be better than your expectations. So what are your expectations like? Is it a realistic one? Is it a logical one? Or you are just like a person, I'm going to pay $20, I'm going to get a fragrance that is a niche quality. If you had that kind of expectations, then I have no comments. You are a person who's not practical, who's not fair. But you use, let's say, a fragrance from house of Isimiake, Lodise, and they're going to release, let's say, something of intensified version. So you'd expect naturally it's going to be longer lasting, fair, it's going to be a little bit more interesting, something more modern or complex. Those are okay. But if you expect you're going to like the fragrance as much as the original one or more, there's no guarantee you're going to like it as much. So what you do, you test it. You go to a shopping mall, do not blind buy it. If you don't have any way to test it, if you really want it bad, pull the trigger. That's the love of fragrance. You can buy it, but own up to your decisions. Okay, do not blame a reviewer because he has a different opinion, who said it's a great fragrance. He maybe is sponsored. He maybe is a person who's very open-minded. He likes everything. Me, I try to like everything, unless it's really, really bad or really unimpressive. I try to love my perfumes because I did buy them. Okay, so there's a definite reason why I bought them, right? Without loving a fragrance, I don't buy fragrances. Okay, many people say, why don't you hate a fragrance? The reason being, I don't naturally, as a consumer, like to buy a perfume I don't enjoy, right? Most of you are like that. If you did not enjoy a perfume, would you buy it? Highly likely no, unless you're a business person or collector or you have high tolerance. In general, I don't buy stuff I don't like. Simple. But after all the process, you bought it, right? And then you realize it didn't work for you. Why? Because you enjoyed the top note so much. Opening is so beautiful, citrus, zingy, and something that you really like. But top notes disappear within half an hour, tops 15-20 minutes. Then top notes, most perfumes are gone. And what you remain with is the dry down. So even as an old member, sometimes people just fall for it. Nice bottle, nice opening, buy it. $80 plus. Full retail. Later on, they get bored of it. No, it was not worthy of the hype. Whose mistake was it? It was you, right? You took the responsibility to buy it, and then now you're selling for $40 odd. You lost the money and you misunderstood. You kind of were not patient. I did that mistake many times. Last story, then I stopped. I bought many fragrances in the past, and I felt like sometimes they're underwhelming, not very long lasting. I had a fragrance like Low Medial Cologne. I kind of sold it off. I had many fragrances that I sold off. I'm buying it again now because I crave for them. Some of them are discontinued. And why do I do it? Because not everything has to be a beast of performer. Remember that, if a fragrance is not beast mode, it doesn't always mean it's a bad fragrance. Sometimes they are supposed to be subtle. Sometimes they are supposed to be a cologne style perfume. So all these things, remember it. And when you play fragrance game, it's not serious. It's not a professional like PUBG or something, but you play this with your passion, right? So if your passion is gonna make you sad or regret, then perhaps revisit your system or your procedure, how you buy a perfume or you plan to buy. Mostly people, I understand, fall for hype. Most people, 85-90% people, they say, hey, it was wrongly hyped. Why did you buy it? Did anybody put a gun to your head? Nobody did. You are the one who were influenced, kind of like your addiction to the game sort of took you there to the shop. It happens with all of us. We never complain. Why? Because perhaps we love the fragrance so much, even if we didn't get compliments, we keep it. We don't say like a child, Max Forty said that fragrance is a beast mode, it's compliment garnered, I didn't get anything. Perhaps you're not a person that people like, okay? You're not a fun person, you're not dressing up proper, you are not in the right crowd. Sadly, but true, many cultures don't offer you any compliments. So don't be disappointed. If you do not want to enjoy, do not try to show off. Please kindly, Jay, that, I'm going to buy this fragrance for sure for compliments, and I don't get a compliment that fragrance is bad. No, that's not the right process. Sometimes fragrances are good, but you're wearing it in a wrong place, wrong crowd, with the wrong body language, or you don't shower, multiple reasons, and the fragrance doesn't have good body chemistry with you. So many fragrances go bad. They smell sour on me, you know. Like, I give you last example once again, Versace Pure on my skin, it mixes with my body chemistry and then becomes too floral, you know. It's kind of like off-putting, but when I wear it in my shirt, great. So those are things I want to discuss. Hopefully you're doing good. Thanks for watching. Please continue to support my channel. If you watch me, if you like my content, please subscribe if possible. It will help me go further. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.